guys put the B-A-D in husbando.
Nice, huh?
Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 sexiest anime villains.
どうやら何の賞賛もなく俺の前に立ったわけでもないらしい。
For this list, we'll be looking at male anime characters that may be on the wrong side of things but are undeniably attractive. Good boys gone bad and bad boys gone good. They're all viable for this list. Also, be on the lookout for a fair few spoilers down the line. Number 10. Dio Brando, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
まだだよな。初めての相手はジョジョではない。このディオだ。
Would he tread on anyone for power? Oh yes, but much like the Joestar family, there is just something about this stand user that is just easy on the eyes.
無駄無駄無駄無駄。
Starting off as a streetwise thug who nearly destroyed Jonathan Joestar's life, he made the transition to vampire, and has since made it his mission to destroy the descendants of his nemesis. His charisma is through the roof. Oh, and when you lock eyes, time might just stand still. Number 9. Makishima, Psychopaths.
They must have realized it the moment they first laid eyes on one another. Realized that long before they had ever met, destiny had planned this encounter.
Good-looking and fond of famous literature? Sounds like quite the catch. Shame, he's a sadistic killer who loves the worst aspects of humanity. Able to easily convert others to his cause with his persuasive nature, Makishima is a villain whose goals are justified but his methods are cruel.
After all that, you try to laugh at my solitude?
Even though he's a sicko who thrives on seeing others in pain, when he busts out the charm, he has everyone wrapped around his finger.
Shinya Kogami. Whenever you mention him in conversation, you get such an amused look on your face.
Number 8. Ferid Bathory, Seraph of the End.
大切な天使くんが思った通り汚い人間に利用されてました。
What is it about sexy vampires in anime? When they're done right, they manage to sizzle on screen. Whether they're a tragic hero or, in this case of Ferid, a sadistic bloodsucker who enjoys humiliating and killing human children. He may seem like the perfect vampiric gentleman on first glance, but just beneath the surface, there's a selfish beast who thrives on causing mischief.
それも好きだけどね。
Preferring to sink his fangs into those he deems as beautiful, it's not hard to see why he's so proficient at seduction.
今夜も僕の館に来るのかい？
お願いします。
Number 7. Grimmjow.
Hey girl, come here one more thing.
He may bend the knee to Aizen as one of the Espada, but this Arrancar lives by his own set of principles. Over the course of the series, we see this vicious animal go toe-to-toe with our favorite substitute Shinigami, building up a fierce rivalry that was just as investing as the fact that Grimmjow seems to prefer to go into battle bare-chested.
Hey, I've been looking for you, Soul Reaper.
And I've been waiting for you.
Even his strange feline resurrection isn't half bad.
That's what I'm talking about! Those eyes! I hate those damn eyes! And that's why you gotta die!
Number 6. Schneizel el Britannia.
His Gios might be controlling even me now. There's no way to be certain about that. When you think about it, it's a terrifying prospect.
Oh, Lelouch, why is your family so power-hungry yet so alluring? While he would happily sacrifice troops and not hesitate to destroy any resistance in his path, this member of the royal family certainly has more compassion than his forebears.
But now, I'm the one controlling the game.
With a mind equally as cunning as Lelouch's, and with ambitions of his own, he has still earned the respect of his followers and earned his place as Prime Minister of the Holy Britannian Empire. He may well be a cold-blooded strategist, but thank goodness he managed to make it to the end of the series.
Maybe that's because people find it a lot easier to accuse a person with a name, rather than a piece of technology called Damocles.
Number 5. Light, Death Note.
I will become the god of this new world.
The god of the new world may not be a benevolent one, but for good or for ill, he sure managed to convert us. His intellect and manipulative nature ensured that he was but a step away from achieving his goal. But alas, whatever decent intentions he may have had were lost when he took his illusions of grandeur too far. Though he fell at the final hurdle, we have to admit we see why Misa fell for him.
I want Light to love me, and I know we could be happy together. It's all I ever wanted.
Number 4. Shinsuke Takasugi, Gintama.
この国を壊すのも守るのも俺たちしかいねえだろ。
While Gin will always be our favorite goofball of a samurai, his former friend turned bitter enemy is nothing short of dreamy. Takasugi and Gin both fought together against the invasion of the Yamato, but ended up going their separate ways, with the one-eyed swordsman eventually returning on a mission of his own, to destroy the entirety of the rotten post-war world. A master of assassination with incredible sword skills, this brutal rebel may be eager to spill blood, but damn, does he look good while doing it. Number 3. Gilgamesh, Fate Series.
見果ての夢の結末を知るがいい。この俺が手ずから断りを示そう。
As an archer class servant, he proved himself to be a ruthless and mischievous individual who valued himself over all others, with an ego the size of Greece. Despite this, he remains something of a trickster throughout Fate Zero. Leading on to Unlimited Blade Works, he became more of a bad boy, whose total confidence in his overpowering noble phantasm made him a true force of nature, worthy of his title as a demigod and hero of legend. While he ultimately gets his comeuppance, it's fair to say he made his mark in the Holy Grail War.
我が司法たるエアをここで抜けとわきまえよ時臣王に対してその妄言憤敬にも値するぞ
Number 2. Itachi, Naruto Series.
You're right. Naruto is the prize that the Akatsuki are after. And we will have him.
While deep down he remained a good-hearted man who was willing to sacrifice everything for the sake of his little brother, Itachi openly threw himself into the role of a murderer.
Go away. You don't interest me at the moment.
As part of the Akatsuki, this master of the Sharingan cast the ultimate illusion in convincing everyone he was evil for killing his entire clan. Alas, no amount of bloodletting or villainous acts could ever hide the fact that Itachi remains quite the looker. Whether he's an unsung hero or a sympathetic antagonist, we fall under his spell every time. Before we reveal our number 1 pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
あ、また剥がし忘れた。思わぬオードブルに感謝。
Number 1. Sesshomaru, Inuyasha.
Indeed, I've quite missed you as well, little brother.
He may have blood relations to our protagonist, but this fully fledged demon could not be further from Inuyasha. Having absolute confidence in his abilities, Sesshomaru once looked down on the likes of half-demons, humans, and any monster that sought to increase their strength with the Shikon Jewel.
Die.
Of course, while he does find himself having a change of heart when Rin enters his life, that doesn't mean that his exceptionally striking man hasn't worn the title of a villain proudly.
Mind your own business, girl. Your generosity's wasted. I don't eat human food.
Do you agree with our list? Who do you think is the sexiest anime villain?
Tell me everything and we have a deal.
With new top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to Ms. Mojo.
つくづく愉快なやつよ。道家でもないやつの知れ事でここまで笑ったのは久方ぶりだ。